I guess it's time to take a look at this event. Now, what you have to do is close the fractures. This is a fracture. Fissure. What you were supposed to do is, as she explains, you use a coolant rod to close this, but it's very weird because it's flowing to here and then shooting up, but these things stand out from quite a distance. To get the coolant rods, you have to attack enemies around the spider. That spider. Could you stop, please? Thank you. Yay! Not so hard to do. Pretty easy. Just kill the enemies. Find the coolant rods. That enemy. That particular little spider. And then run away ridiculously quickly because that spider is annoying as all heck. And then you come and it's basically like a defense mission. You only really need one of these, so you then just have to defend it against all these ridiculously high level enemies that I have brought completely the wrong frame to kind of do this with. I will keep a hold of this. You can close 4 of these max using one of these coolant rods, if you can find any close enough to actually do it. I have completely the wrong frame with completely the wrong setup. I am a raging idiot and I am going to die really quickly here. More so because Mama Orb is coming. She will wreck you. Quite quickly, actually. Ridiculously quickly. This is a bad place to be. Actually, there is more of them incoming. The coolant spiders. They're the guys that drop the coolant stuff, and it is literally a very, very slow defense mission. I don't quite understand. Oh, okay, once it's done you can pick it up and close more than one. The big spider has now passed. The danger has kind of gone. We still have the normal enemy things to deal with, which is doable. I haven't gone down since my first death. I will admit to that one quite a lot, but would definitely not come in here with a Nova. This was an epically bad idea because these guys are actually quite a high level. This entire event is high level enemies. They have complained about this, but they did warn us in advance this was going to be a thing. The enemies are hard to kill. A few weird bugs and everything else in there have 11 points, so got the 7 from the second time through, which is take down or seal 4 of the fractures and get the 3 bonus points. The first time it kind of bugged out and it took the coolant rod away, so only got 4 there, 7 the next time, and then you will get the reward, which is the emblem. This is very grindy, but more than very grindy, this can be quite long. I know that it says there is 2 weeks to this, but getting to the 100 point, not what I wanted to do, getting to the 100 of these is going to be a pain, because as I mentioned, the enemies during this are actually quite hard. Now there is actually another aspect to this. There is this Diluted Thermia that comes out if you continue to use that same coolant container on more than 1 or 4. You just use it, eventually it will disappear and you will get this Diluted Thermia. There are... what's the best way of putting this? Theories as to what this stuff is used for. One of the ones I have noticed going around kind of coincides with the sudden appearance of the lazulite toroid, which is worth 12,000 standing, which is twice what the charisma is worth. You can only get that one from the Orb Mother. So it's expected that this one is due to be from the next Orb Mother battle. That is what the guess for this Diluted Thermia is going to be, because At the moment, it doesn't serve a purpose, but obtaining it, if it is for that boss fight, now is going to be better than just wasting it, because 12,000 standing from one of these things. It was also probably going to be a building requirement for some of the... Oh, I nearly forgot the name of amps there. Because the Charisma is used for an amp, that will probably be used for an amp. That is an expensive amp. The opticor vandal does look good, but these look better. These are the new mods. There are 4 of them. You will get the first 2 at 25. That, yeah, that goes up to 155 damage, I think. But apparently they're really expensive to level up. Okay, 155 damage. It adds sprint speed as well. One thing though, this cannot be fitted with a normal serration. This is a serration mod and a sprint mod. So it increases the sprint speed of your Warframe and increases the damage of your rifle. Hence, serration. You can replace serration with it and lose a ton of damage, but you cannot use both together. This has been done to make sure that you're not using both at the same time. There's only 10% less damage, so you could run it if you want to run sprint speed. But it's things like the shotgun spaz. Yeah, the fire rate is useful for the bow, but the side effects for it increasing the revive speed could be really handy if you are running a shotgun that is using that. This, I still don't know. I want to, but I don't want to lose the damage on the weapon. So it's one of those, do you risk losing the damage to increase the sprint speed? My Frost is not slow anyway, because he's built for speed. So, I don't know, that would increase sprint speed for slower frames a lot, sacrificing a little bit of damage, but this cross-contamination of mods could go really badly, lowering... yeah, no. What we need is a sprint mod that goes into a frame that has serration in it, so we can put that in there and have double serration that way. That would have been better. But it's not that way. Then at 50 points, you will get the next 2, which are barrel diffusion, which is of course multi-shot for pistol with dodge speed for your frame, organ shatter for melee, which is crit damage with charge attack speed for your frame. That could actually be useful as well, but it's that serration one at 25 points that most people will probably want more than anything else. And 25 points isn't that much to do to get into this, is it? At 75 points, you will of course receive the Buried Debts Sigil. That, you can do what you wish with it. I kind of wish there was an emblem that goes on your arm. Maybe that can be used as that. I don't know. That's not what people want at this point. They're after this thing. I've already been told that this is apparently really bad anyway, but there it is. The opticor vandal. Oh, the old opticor prime jokes, because this thing could never be primed, but it can be vandaled. It has more status, more crit. Okay, now I understand. This has got to be a mistake of just what? But now I do understand why people were saying that this weapon was rubbish. It's just, I was supposed to get this done on Friday. Technically it's Saturday when I actually finish this, but I don't think I'm going to get time to do this and put this up until sometime on Sunday. So I do apologise with this being late, but I don't really have any excuses. You can sit in there and you can do many of those fractures at once. So when I was referring to doing, when we had to finish it off and I was referring to doing 2 and then 1, I meant 2 complete canisters. Because when you get your 4 fractures to get the bonus 3 points, you receive that weird material at the end of it. And that kind of signifies the fact that you've completed the canister, and then you move on to another one. So when I was referring to it earlier, it's full canisters. But wow, that was about 3 hours just to do the last 50. So there's about 5 or 6 hours worth of playing this, which I didn't expect. I thought that would have been much quicker. That actually took longer than expected. But as always, Clan came through, helped a lot. kill 20 enemies while aim gliding. Oh, that's going to be a pain. Because technically it's just turned over to the login time, which means there's a new daily thing and kill 20 enemies while aim gliding. But anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.